Welcome everyone back to Patrons. I am DMing the session this time, and we are playing Scion Elect. So to start off, you three have been gathered with several other heroes in this little roped-off park area with like a little stage, and you are all waiting for a future man to give a speech about what the next steps are going to be after the death of Dr. Iconoclast.
Jumping right in. Damn.
Yeah. And do you guys want to give a little description of yourselves while you're waiting?
Sure.
We're all in costume, right?
Mm-hmm. Everyone
Okay.
is in costume.
Thank God.
No one is going by their real names. Everyone is a hero here.
Okay. So if that's the case, Dragonfly is in the hero costume of obviously the kind of iridescent bodysuit with the iridescent compound goggles, and the hair is pulled back very neatly into kind of a half up, half down situation. And, well, since Dragonfly is not wearing a suit, there is a little black bow tie. They kind of signify, yes, this is meant to be a funeral. Also, it's very much how Dragonfly rolls, so.
Are we at a funeral right now, or did the funeral already happen?
No, the funeral has already happened.
Okay.
The people who were closest to Dr. Iconoclast were invited to that. This is more of a looking to the future kind of meeting of what are we going to do now that this person who was such a big influence on this world has gone away.
Okay, well, he'd still have the bow tie to kind of be like, this is meant to kind of reminisce about Iconoclast is dead.
Mm.
That's how he rolls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to go next?
Should I go?
Sure.
Okay, Silver Bullet is here in her costume. I don't know if I ever described it fully or if Rowan ever described it fully in Delinquent Heroes. I'm just going to describe it how I think it looks now, and if it looks different, then the costume has been updated or it's always looked this way. Whichever.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Silver Bullet wears a costume relatively similar to Timberwolf's. She has the black and silver bodysuit going on, but she has more like armored padding sections of it. And instead of the wolf head on the chest, she has a silver streak going up, which ends in like a kind of bullet shape. She also has added a silver leather jacket to her costume, and she also wears the full face cowl, but the top half has been removed a little bit to reveal a what's the phrase for the haircut you had, Jamie? The half shaved
Undercut.
Yeah, she has a silver undercut that is actually a wig attached to her supersuit.
Oh.
Yeah. But she would never admit that.
That's a great deflection, because then it's like they can't even find you based off hair color, because everyone's looking for the wrong hair color.
When she wanted to, dye her hair silver to do the Silver Bullet thing, she pretty quickly realized, if I have a silver undercut just as myself and also as the superhero, that incredibly lowers down the number of people that could be Silver Bullet incredibly. And so she was like, I could use a wig. And so as her civilian persona, Laura Lowe, she actually has, a black pixie cut. But she's dressed up as Silver Bullet right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just like a more mature, little more rowdy female version of the Timberwolf outfit.
Yay!
Yeah.
For Eclipse, I think her outfit is very much more like the painted lady from Avatar.
Ooh.
It's got the cloak that falls off the shoulders and the wide brim hat with a veil. There's also chains that, like, very thin chains that go off the edges of the brim of the hat and, like, kind of droop down and make little, just kind of, like, tinkling noises as she walks. So yeah, and it's, like, kind of a dark magenta-y red with some patterns on it.
Pretty.
So you can't really see her face. She does have, like a sort of domino mask on, too, but with the veil and everything else, it's like,
Yeah.
at that point, it's not as needed as it's just, like, what happens if someone just happens, like, lift up the veil or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Throw in a little bit more of, like, superhero-esque to it, but she's still very much, like, you know, she is the arcane, she's the witch.
Is she not a very mobile person? Or
She's a -1 speed.
Okay. I was thinking, like, is this anime style where it doesn't matter what you're wearing, you could do literally anything, or are you actually inhibited by the hat?
She is not intent on going super fast anyways, so...
Yeah. Silver Bullet is anime style.
Wonderful. So, as you three are waiting, you see a man with a salt and pepper beard in a white and gray tight suit with circles of various sizes connected by a line across his chest step onto the front of the stage. You would recognize him as Future Man. The philosopher also materializes next to him. This is he has a form of a mummified monk in a very simplistic robe.
I would also like to say, when you say mummified monk, I think of, Legend of Zelda monks. Okay.
Exactly that.
That's just what I'm imagining is floating next to him. Like,
Yes. The philosopher is the epitome. It is the personification of philosophy. So they're just a floating mummified monk. I like to imagine them in the meditating stance a lot of the time, but they can move into different forms. But Future Man steps up and he clears his throat, speaking to the microphone, and he says, "Thank you, everyone who came to the funeral yesterday. I know this is a hard time for those who may have been close to her, but due to her passing, there is an empty space that needs to be filled as soon as possible. You have all been invited to protect the city while the process is taking place. And in the process, your actions will be taken into account, and you may become the new patron of Central Gate. That being said, villains will arise to try and take over the city as well, so be on your guard. If the city council cannot choose a new patron, then Iconoclast's son, Simulacrum, will automatically be given the rank." And he kind of motions to a seat on the back of the stage, where you see a younger boy kind of sitting back there. "Would you like to say anything, son?" And Simulacrum sighs and kind of trudges to the front of the stage. He's kind of this, like, darker skinned kid, maybe he's about in his college years, I would say, about 20s. And he's in his Simulacrum outfit, which is very similar to his mother's, of the mirror mask with the robes, but he's not really wearing the mirror mask, it's just kind of on his belt. He sighs and trudges up to the stage, and he takes the microphone and says, "I'm not your son. And one of you had better win this little competition, because I'm not taking over." And Future Man just kind of goes, "What the?" and puts his hand over the mic, but you can kind of still hear what they're saying.
Silver Bullet winces pretty bad.
Future Man kind of leans over to Simulacrum and is like, if the city can't choose a candidate, you should be ready to become Central Gate's patron. It's your mother's legacy." "Her legacy?
Oh no.
You should be proud to carry on your mother's legacy. She needs you. And I'm sure you know everything about it, Future Man. Why didn't you help her when she needed you?" And he storms off the stage.
Oh no.
Future Man kind of awkwardly shifts back to the podium, to the front of the stage again. He says, sorry about that, folks. As I was saying, for the next week, Philosopher, the city, and I will be watching you to determine who will become Central City's new patron. Good luck. And he steps off the stage and takes off into the air with a sonic boom. And Philosopher just kind of floats there, watching you with his dead eyes.
You hear a faint, away!
Yeet! As the
That's
children
what all
say these days.
Yeet! And then he just flies away.
Dragonfly visibly winces.
Oh my gosh, I just realized to Future Man, yeet is like saying radical.
Oh my gosh!
It really is, yeah. It's not using slang that he's too old.
He's too young for it. Amazing.
He's too young for it. Oh, I love it.
After Future Man leaves, everyone kind of starts mingling or dispersing into the city to do their job.
Can Silver Bullet go looking for Simulacrum? And also, can I get his civilian name real quick?
Right,
Since
you grew up with him.
We grew up together, so I feel like I would know what his name is.
You would know that his name is Lucas Cordova. As for looking for him, you're probably going to have to roll something for that. Let's see.
Yeah.
Probably investigate.
Ho 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 ho. For you see, Silver Bullet has them wolf senses that she can
Hold
use.
up! The session. The session is starting, and there is a special thing before you all start doing rolls that we do in Just Heroes. At the start of every session, under Respect, the MC highlights one stat for each hero, and then the hero that has the second stat the hero has a second stat highlighted by the hero whom they have the most respect. And those highlighted stats, when you use them, you get experience.
Oh, cool.
So, Silver Bullet,
Hi.
who do you have the most respect for, or who has the most?
I have the most respect out of the team for Dragonfly. Currently.
Yeah. So, Dragonfly.
Yeah.
You get to pick a stat to highlight for Silver Bullet.
Highlight, like, emphasize? Like,
Yeah. You can pick any stat.
That you want Silver Bullet to get experience for using.
I am picking Genius.
How dare you?
I am picking, Will?
Alright, Will and Genius. So when you use Will or Genius, you get to mark an experience.
Okay.
I will say, this game has a lot of different ways of leveling up, so you guys will probably be getting a few levels in these 4 or 5 sessions.
Cool.
Eclipse. What do we want to do for you? I'm gonna do Might for you. Just for funsies. And...
I'm just gonna actually highlight that, yeah.
okay. You also have the most respect with Dragonfly.
It's because we reset with them. We had so much respect for Solar Bullet that we ended up resetting everything, so...
Exactly, so,
Pick another stat.
So you chose Might?
Mm-hmm. And this happens at the beginning of every session, so this will change next session.
I'll go Genius.
Genius?
Yeah.
It's something that matched Eclipse, so...
Dragonfly. I see you have a +1 across the board.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Will for you.
I chose a +1. And
You have the most respect for Eclipse. So Eclipse, what do you want to pick?
You already chose Will. I'd go Speed.
Speed?
alright.
I feel like Dragonfly is gonna be a very speedy person.
Like correct.
Alright. Silver Bullet, you wanted to roll Investigate.
I did.
Yeah.
She wants to go talk to Lucas real quick.
I keep wanting to pull out my dice. I'm like, Jamie, where's your dice? I'm like, wait, This is a D&D.
I feel that.
Okay. That is a 7 plus 3, so that's going to be a 10.
All right. On a hit, the MC provides the answer you are seeking or invites you to create your own. That'll be interesting for future things. So, yeah. He, you know that he kind of likes to wander around the city when he is not in the right headspace. You grew up with him when you were a kid, and often you would go on these little walks with him when he needed to clear his head. And so you kind of know his general route that he would take. So you follow that route along past one of his favorite coffee shops, past the library, and you eventually find him in one of his favorite parks that he likes to visit. And he's kind of shoved his cloak into his backpack and the mask, and he's kind of sitting on a bench.
I will say, she would have changed into something that is not her superhero suit if she's going to be just, like, out jogging looking for him. So she's wearing, like, one of the outfits she brought into town, which is, like, nice dress pants, a belt, a gray button-up shirt, like, and, like, a white undershirt. And she, like, kind of jogs over to him.
He sees you and he looks both surprised and happy and maybe a little bit sad, but he is happy to see you.
Oh. Hey, Lucas.
Hey, what you doing here?
Well, I've been trying to talk to you. I've been texting you since I got into town, but you haven't responded, and there wasn't really a good chance to catch up with you at the funeral, so
Yeah,
I just wanted to...
I haven't really been looking at my phone lately.
Hey, that's okay. I just, wanted to let you know I was in town. She walks over and she sits down on the bench next to him and gives him a hug.
Yeah, you're here for the whole becoming patron of the Central Gate or whatever, right?
Kinda. I'm here a little bit under false pretense. I just came to help out. I have my hands full enough with my own town as it is. I don't think I can.
You sure? I feel like you'd be pretty good.
Thank you. But no.
Definitely better than me.
I mean, that's the thing, is I kind of thought you would do it.
No, why? My mom died doing this.
That's true.
Oh.
You think I want to take over the city of the people who just let my mom die, and the thing that's out there that killed her, probably, and let that thing just put a big target on my chest and say, I'm the sun, come get me.
I mean,
I have college.
That's fair. Oh, right, you're still going to college. Just, Lucas, I kind of thought, I don't know, you would want to get them back. Get, vengeance for your mother, I guess.
Maybe it's just the depression or something like that. I don't know. I'm just a kid. It doesn't matter that I inherited her powers when she died. I don't know how to use them. I'm not as good as her. And no one's gonna like me as much.
I'm not as good as Blood Moon, and no one likes me as much. I still do it. Lyle's still doing it, and he's worse than me. And everyone likes him even less than me.
Unfortunately, it's true.
Did you hear he signed up for juvie?
Oh
What? Why?
He really needed to move out.
Huh. I kind of get it.
Yeah.
That's kind of the reason I went to college. I used it as an excuse to not be a hero.
I don't know, it's funny. I keep thinking about when we were kids and we were training to become sidekicks and we dreamed about taking over for our parents one day and becoming heroes, but it seems like you don't feel that way anymore.
Yeah, I mean, your mom, she's great, she's powerful, and she's such a good influence, and I guess she raised you different. You okay? You got a cough?
Laura just fully... People...
I don't know. You were raised different, I guess, and I had a different input on that and the outlook on the world of I saw the things my mom was fighting, and I don't want to deal with that. Honestly, I'd rather do taxes.
Yeah.
And that's understandable and your choice. I want to make sure that you're making the best decision for yourself and for everyone else. Because sometimes we make decisions after we've suffered a loss, and Laura looks uncomfortable as she's like, after my sister died,
Yeah.
it was really hard, and I grieved in a very different way. Sorry, this got off topic, but the point is, I'm here for you, and I understand what you're going through, at least as much as someone like me can. And I'm here to support you, but I do think you should think about it. But at the end of the day, it's your choice, okay?
Thanks, Laura.
I'm not going to pressure you into anything.
I don't know if you came out here for the thing or for personal reasons or for me, but thanks for checking on me. It's
Cards on the table. I came out here for you.
Well, thank you. It's really nice to hear honest talk about stuff like this rather than just, you have to be a good hero and put on a good face for everyone and take care of everything and solve everyone's problems. Or the fake, just, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. It gets tiring,
Yeah, Uncle Future Man's doing his best, but sometimes it feels like he doesn't fully get it.
Yeah, I should probably apologize to him eventually.
Oh, yeah, for sure, but that's
Wait,
not
did you
my
hear
place
that?
to say. Okay, one, super hearing. Two, the mic was super on.
Shoot.
Everyone heard.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, sorry there, Simi. Everybody heard.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to him about that.
It's cool. Look.
He's got a lot on his plate. I've got a lot on my plate. Everyone's upset.
Yeah, I understand. But I just wanted to let you know, I'm in town, and if you need someone to talk to or call, you can reach me, and I'll be right over. And we can talk about your mom or whatever, and I promise I won't bring up the job thing again if you don't want me to, okay?
Hey, you know what? It doesn't matter if you win or not. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for whatever you want.
Oh, don't do that. Because if I win, which obviously I will, but if I win, I do gotta go back in like a week or two. So
tell your mom you're coming here. Move in with me.
that would be something, huh?
Yeah. Maybe don't do that. I am still living with my dad.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna do that. That sounds awful.
You probably have a job in quotations to do right now, though.
Honestly, no.
You see an insanely large flock of pigeons flying above the city right now.
Oh no!
Hold that thought.
Not Pigeon Man.
Why would you do this to us?
He kind of points at it. He's like, you sure?
Does Laura know about Pigeon Man? Has Laura fought Pigeon Man before?
I think everyone kind of knows who Pigeon Man is, mostly as a
Pigeon Man
joke.
is a meme.
Yeah, it's a meme.
He's not in her rogues gallery, but everybody kinda knows about Pigeon Man.
It's like Calendar Man. Once you get down deep enough into the lore, you will always remember Calendar Man.
If you live in Gotham long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laura grimaces and as she looks at the pigeons and she goes, "You know what might make you feel better? Not being out here getting swarmed by a bunch of pigeons. You should go."
You know
buddy.
what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna head home and do my math homework.
I'm gonna punch a bird in the face, I guess.
Good luck with that.
Okay, do you know where there's like a public restroom I can change in?
Well, yeah, this is the parks. If you go around that corner over there. We've been here, you know?
Oh, but it's so gross in there.
It's a bathroom.
Fine. And she jogs over to the bathroom.
He kind of laughs a little and starts walking the opposite direction. And cutting over to the Eclipse and Dragonfly.
Dragonfly was getting ready, like, took off the bow tie, was getting ready to, like, head home, and then the pigeons, and just very deep sigh through the, voice, like, modulator.
Oh, yo, voice modulator. That's fun.
Cool.
Well, yeah,
Little mech boy over here.
I'm not even
Yeah.
back, I just chose that because I was like, well, it makes it a little easier to hide. And he just goes, I did not want to have to deal with this today. And he pulls out his phone real quick and types a little, gonna be late to pick you up, sorry. And sends
Oh, no!
it to his nephew and then just takes another really deep breath and sighs and just goes, I'm gonna owe him ice cream for like a week. And then you see the wings start to unfurl, which are, once again, the shimmering, iridescent film you see with dragonfly wings. That's the whole motif. So, yeah.
Yay!
I don't want to fight a bunch of fucking pigeons. Ugh.
You hear multiple voices behind you, all speaking in unison. Just go, who does want to fight pigeons? You just turn and you see philosophers behind you, just looking thoughtfully up at the pigeons.
Oh, God. Dragonfly is gonna just start at a very brisk, fast pace to get away from the philosopher.
They say that pigeons are the rats of the
Yeah,
sky.
Dragonfly is walking away as fast as possible without outright running.
Eclipse is sitting there, and she kind of, like, looks up at the sky, you know, everyone else is, and she's, like, seeing the other heroes kind of, like, begrudgingly go, and she just goes, this is beneath me.
Oh.
Your whole thing.
Also, let's be honest, what's she gonna do? She's not fast, and it's a bunch of pigeons, like...
But also they're pigeons.
Yeah.
Can they get through your hat?
Okay, here's the thing. If the only thing she has to fight with is chains, I think she's gonna have a hard time fighting pigeons. Unless she makes a giant, like, really, really tight-knit net out of chains. Like,
Okay, so what's your plan
that's her
then?
thoughts. She's like, one, it's Pigeon Man. This is beneath me. There's plenty of other heroes here to deal with that. And two, that's not even something I can, like, practically deal with in a way that would be beneficial if I joined them. So I will be staying here. That's what's going through her mind. But what comes out of her mouth is, this is beneath me.
That's not a good image.
Okay, Just double checking. When we were setting up our characters, we set up that. Did we set up that Silver Bullet knows Eclipse?
Yes, we all
Yes.
vaguely know each other, I think.
Okay, so
That's where the respect stuff came in.
Yeah, you stopped a giant monster that Eclipse accidentally released.
okay, but I was able to attach that event to Eclipse and stuff.
Probably a
I
little.
believe we said that Silver Bullet knows that Eclipse is like turning over a new leaf sort of thing, but I think you said
Yeah.
that Silver Bullet does not think that it's a good plan.
Yeah, we established that Silver Bullet thinks that Eclipse shouldn't jump immediately into try to be a hero.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that was kind of where they were
All
all
right.
standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I left I left the area too. If Silver Bullet was there, she
Yeah.
would grab Eclipse and be like, "Come on, buddy,
Yeah.
let's go."
And Dragonfly knows. We didn't actually mention this. We mentioned this in session 0, but I think, session 1, this is important to state how we all know each other.
Yeah, Dragonfly
Oh
Vaguely.
yeah.
knows Eclipse. I don't. I know based off of the nephew. I don't know if. I'm trying to think of.
We stated that there was some interaction as Eclipse was going around trying to
Yeah.
do these, like, philanthropic acts around, like, various
Mhm.
things. So, at one point, with the nephew having a chronic disease, they kind of had a bit of an interaction, but it wasn't, like, very close.
And it also wasn't Dragonfly the hero. It was the
Yeah.
Chase Skies, the IT dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so for Dragonfly, it's just, I want to get this done because my nephew's going to be so mad at me if I'm super late.
Yeah.
I will say, while you're like turning around because you're like, I'm not gonna be much help here. You feel like a rumble through the earth of what feels like something just hit the ground really hard and sent a rumble outwards, and you think that's not something pigeons could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the biggest pigeon I've ever felt.
Are we fighting a giant pigeon?
I've never sensed a pigeon this powerful before.
Do you want to fight 100 pigeon-sized T-Rexes or one T-Rex-sized pigeon?
Honestly,
Honestly, I want to fight a T-Rex-sized pigeon. That sounds awesome.
T-Rex-sized pigeon, because that's one target instead of a bunch of little flighty motherfuckers.
Yep. Yeah, that happens, and Vanessa's, or the Eclipse's, attention is kind of caught back to that. And then, right as she's about to go, she turns back to the philosopher, and she's like, think on this. Doves are just pigeons with white privilege.
Philosopher nods sagely.
No, I mean, you're correct.
There's like a moment where like it's processing the sentence that you just said, like all the different words going across the screen, but like instead of math or just like little questions and stuff, it's like
diagrams
full
of
it's
pigeons.
diagrams and full philosophical thoughts, and then just and it all goes away and just nods.
Okay, cool.
So Vanessa hops in her car, because she has a car.
Oh,
The Eclipse Mobile.
the car is also just called the Eclipse.
I imagine she probably changes before going to her car, though. She's not just gonna, like, get into her car in full outfit and then hop out as a normal human. Like,
Yeah.
but the nice thing about her outfit is, with it mostly being the cloak and the hat, it's very easy
Yeah.
to slip out of and wear her normal clothes underneath.
All right. So everyone is heading over to the pigeons in the sky. And it is huge swarm of pigeons. They're like flocking around the towering buildings, and they're kind of going in circles around the buildings. And as you zero in, you notice that you are coming in on a bank. Very dumb heist by the Pigeon Man.
Can you describe what Pigeon Man looks like, please?
Yeah.
Yo.
He is this, like, very 90s looking British man with, like, combed brown hair, and he's in a light brown tweed suit. And he's got, like, that kind of side scruffle. It's like, ha-ha! I will take all your money!
He just looks like a...
And he's got, like, a little mechanism in his hand, and he's controlling all the pigeons.
Like, he didn't even bother to put on a mask or anything?
He's got, like, the very bad Domino mask.
Oh, okay,
Like,
great.
the old superhero movie types of, like, they're too thick for the face.
Oh no!
Incredible.
He's got one of those on. But, however, with him, you do see two other people. One of them, you see, is a very, very tall, skinny guy. Like, almost like Shaggy. Like, that kind of tall and skinny. Like, no muscle, just all bone and skin. And he's got, like, kind of blonde, long hair. And on the other side, you see this woman who is insanely big and muscular. Very, very large. And she's got, like, a dark brown pixie cut.
Oh, okay. I will say that Chase has taken flight, and he's looking around trying to avoid the pigeons, mainly because he's like, I don't want to have to punch pigeons. Because in his mind, he's like, is that animal cruelty? That feels like animal cruelty. I'm not going to punch pigeons if I can help it. Like, I'd rather just punch Pigeon Man. So that's who he's looking for.
Give us your gold!
What? What are you talking about, dude?
I'm heisting!
How many other heroes are here? Just us three?
Yeah, you see that there is someone else who came onto the scene. I don't know how many of you would know her. But you see this woman, or, you'd be able to kind of guess that it's a woman. But you see this person run onto the scene as well, and they are a completely, like, silhouette of a person, but there is a penumbra-like glow around the outside of their body.
I will investigate that later, because I live here, so maybe I know, but...
Oh yeah, maybe you would. She kind of turns to you guys and is like, oh, you're also here for the pigeons.
Hi.
Her voice isn't coming from her, by the way, it's emanating from, like, the air around you.
I have another thing, and the person will be very upset with me, so I don't want to have to deal with the traffic and all that. I just need this done.
Yeah, let's pick dance partners. I call dibs on the big lady.
I believe I can help you with that.
I think I'm gonna go for...
We're all four of these heroes are just standing, like, pointing and chatting. As these...
Well, there's 3 of them and 4 of us, so...
I believe we should split up. You two take the Pigeon Man.
Yeah.
And Silver Bullet will take... I don't even know who the other one is.
I'm gonna take the big lady. Who's on
Yes.
Shaggy Rogers over there?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go punch Pigeon Man. And he does the little, like, 2-fingered salute and then just flies towards Pigeon Man.
Perfect.
That's canonical. Laura laughs. Silver Bullet laughs at Pigeon Man.
Yeah, it's stupid. Dragonfly is hovering definitely above it. It's just like, again, voice modulation, just, are you kidding me? Really? What is wrong? You know what? There's a lot of things wrong with you, probably.
I'm a friend of the pigeons, and the pigeons are my friends. You can't
What
stop
are
me!
you talking about, dude? What are you talking about?
Shut up!
Have at thee!
And I'm gonna hit him.
Okay, roll strike.
Alright. Yay, okay.
I love how we're all immediately exhausted by Pigeon Man. No one wants to deal with them.
God damn it, Chase!
Oh, what'd you do?
Please tell me you rolled a failure, so you immediately get owned by Pigeon Man.
I rolled.
Mark experience!
I know.
Yes!
Oh, 5.
I absolutely moved too quick.
Ooh. Yeah, you, describe what you were doing again?
So, the idea was that he was coming down, and what happens in my mind is that he was gonna punch down and just beefs it too fast with too little space.
Swarm of pigeons come at you.
Oh, fuck.
Just right in the face. About 30 pigeons just kind of take you down to the ground. Take 1 pain.
I actually have an armor. I was airborne, so I don't.
Oh, alright.
I was flying, and it says you have 1 armor while airborne, so I'm good.
Nice.
So you just get mauled by a bunch of pigeons, but they can't actually hurt you, so you're just
They're
covered
just
in pigeons.
pecking
Like,
at you.
They're like pushing you back.
They can't get through my suit, so it's just an inconvenience, and he's just like,
Oh, Pigeon Man.
you know this isn't really doing anything. Like,
It doesn't matter, you're on the ground now.
Eclipse steps forward and she kind of like looks back at Silver Bullet and she goes, "You move in. I'll do my best to make this fight even more in our favor than it already is." And so she's going to, I guess this would be strike
yeah.
with her magic.
Yeah, that's the only attack move.
Yeah, I guess it's so weird having like a non-physical attack. But yeah,
And
she's going.
are you going after the large woman?
Yes,
right.
because I'm going to try and use the chains that Eclipse can summon to spend 1 power to reroll one of your dice on it.
Yeah. And
I'm
spend
gonna
2
spend
to
one of my
automatically take
powers.
10. Okay. And if you fail, you get to take it back, because you have a special thing.
Yes, because I got a 6, so I'm gonna try and reroll, and you know, if I fail, doesn't matter because I still would have failed anyways. And okay, I succeeded. I got a 9 on strike.
On strike. Alright.
So what happens is Eclipse, she kind of like raises her arms, and these bright gold like chains kind of flash around the strong lady. So she creates these giant like magical chain links that are pretty much already just going to not so much restrain her physically. The reason Eclipse decided not to go for physical chains is because the strong lady probably be able to just break them anyways. So she's doing a sort of like slowing down speed related hex.
Okay.
cool.
So, on a 7 to 9, they don't like any of the other things. So, I think they are going to take 1 pain with that. And you said you hexed them?
Yes. So now with the hex, everyone else takes 1+1 on going against them, and they will cease to be hexed when anyone misses a move.
Also, because 7 to 9, you're gonna take pain too. You're gonna take pain too, Eclipse.
How do you want to do this? Is this just like me straining myself, or does she actually do something?
Yeah,
to hurt me?
so you're doing the magical ones. Does that still pull on you?
Yes, I imagine like all of her powers would take some effort. Otherwise, you'd just constantly be doing your powers.
Yeah, so you use these chains to wrap around her to try and restrain her, but she kind of pulls her hands up as far as she can and wraps around some of them and starts to try and pull you towards her.
All right. Yeah, so I'm like fighting against her, and obviously it's not going to be good, but because they are magical chains, I guess Eclipse is sort of like giving more chains out so that she is not pulled along with them.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you can use the magic as a secondary force to pull against it.
And just like every time Eclipse gets pulled forward a bit, she kind of gives more slack to the chains, so she isn't pulled super close.
Yeah. Silver Bullet, you're also in this initiative.
And you get +1 on going.
Okay, so yeah, Silver Bullet was going to be like, should I go fight Shaggy? But then, yeah,
Literally, Eclipse was like, I will turn this fight in your favor. Go attack Brickhouse.
Cool. The silhouette lady can probably fight Shaggy. That seems fine.
Yay, NPC fight!
and an incredible, well-animated, marvelous NPC fight happens off screen.
Neither of them can make moves against each other.
There's like lightning blasts and stuff. Oh man, if only you could see it. But just the podcast's not about that. I'm sorry.
We'll get something over there in a moment.
Yeah. Jokes aside, Silver Bullet is like, all right, thanks. And rushes forward, claws shink out of her fingers. Her claws are bigger and nicer looking than Lyle's. I think some come out of her feet, too. I think she's got toe claws, too, now. And she launches herself into the air and just tries to do a spin kick on Brickhouse's face.
Oh, boy.
By the way,
Roll
they've
strike.
definitely fought before.
Oh, so you would know, would you know who Brickhouse is?
Yeah, they've definitely fought before. She knows Brickhouse. I don't think she knows her secret identity, but, like, they've punched each other.
Yeah, roll strike.
Okay. That's a... 8.
8. Yeah, on a 7 to 9, they choose one.
Also, I do want to say, because of Silver Bullet's Fury move, I deal 2 pain when I hit targets with my claws.
Well, she doesn't want to take another damage because she's got 2 health. As you are coming towards her with your claws, she lets go of the chains that she's using to try and pull the Eclipse towards her, and like puts them up in the air as far as she can, even though she's restrained, and goes, I give!
Silver Bullet's in the air! She leapt into the air to do a spin
She
kick.
ducks.
Yeah. Silver Bullet's leg comes down where Brickhouse was and just, like, shatters the steps to the bank. Just breaks through the cement.
When that happens, Dragonfly goes, hey, remember, that's taxpayer money. Don't just break.
She moved! I was aiming for the lady!
You can have more control.
You're just being pecked by these birds!
Do you need help with the Birdman?
I'll be fine. And with that, I am absolutely going to roll to hit the man again.
Hold up.
Oh no!
There's someone else in the initiative.
Yeah!
NPC fight.
I do want to say, before we move on, we get a shot of, like, Silver Bullet, like, pouncing on Brickhouse to hold her down.
No. She kind of goes, well, I'm sorry, don't hurt me. I'm just a hire.
No, I'm not gonna hurt you. It's cool. I get it.
Okay.
No, yeah, we're good.
That, flashbacks to Lyle deadass just knocking teeth out.
Yeah. Over on the NPC fight, we see Penumbra go over. Well, you wouldn't know it's Penumbra, but this is Penumbra. She goes over to the other skinny, shaggy guy, and she's like, well, I guess it's you and me then. And he's like, yeah, I guess it is. We gonna go? She's like, are you gonna hit me?
Are you asking me out on a date?
Are you gonna hit me?
Oh no!
I mean, let's do introductions first. I'm Penumbra. What are you? He's just like, I'm the Fly. The what?
The what?
Dragonfly just goes, oh my god, just hit him?
No, wait. I'm interested. What's this guy's deal?
I'm the Fly.
I know you said that already.
I turn into a fly.
And Dragonfly still getting pegged, the voice modulator,
An invincible fly.
Like
a regular
like
fly?
a big one?
Or a big one, yeah.
A fly.
Oh my god, a regular-sized one.
So what I'm hearing is not a big one.
I'll shit on your food!
And
What?
I thought it was throwing up.
You're definitely going to jail, dude.
Will they be able? Like, if this is.
Penumbra tries to punch him and he turns into a fly. Over to Dragonfly. The better of the flies.
I love these C-list villains so much.
Are they C?
They're all
my
C-list.
God. Pigeon Man and the Fly are definitely C-list.
It was originally going to be just Pigeon Man. I'm like, you're gonna kick his ass immediately.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I mean, they cause enough trouble to be repeated nuisances, so...
Yeah.
I love that Pigeon
never
Man is
mind.
somehow the last one standing.
They're all O tier.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like they're lower.
I love these dumbasses.
Anyway, Dragonfly, you're being pecked by birds.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. I'm being pecked by birds. I'm gonna just...
So what are you doing?
Okay, I got a 12 to hit the dude.
Oh no.
I'm hitting him. So, I get to choose.
Yeah, you get to choose one.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is that I go to, hit him, but I fake it, and then I grab his hand that has the device, and I grip it. You know the thing where they grip their wrist tight enough that their hand reflexively opens?
Mm-hmm.
I do that, and I restrain him. I'm doing they are incapacitated but undefeated because he's just a man in a tweed suit.
My pigeons! Come to me! To me, my pigeons!
Are they listening to him without his little box?
No.
Dude, I have another thing. Why? Really?
He's...
I would like to say Dragonfly is holding both of his wrists with one hand.
Just in the background, you see Silver Bullet sitting on Brickhouse, and she's just like, break his thing!
You may be strong, but you'll never detain my spirit.
Yeah, tell it to the judge. Who?
We don't need to.
Exactly, who gives a shit?
You're probably not even going to jail for a very long time. This is like a misdemeanor at best. You're gonna go...
I swear, I'll rob a bank eventually.
Can I just...
Oh, my guy.
Can I break the thing? I would like to break his thing now that it's on the floor.
I'm debating if that would be another strike roll, or if it's just something you could do.
I know, that's why I'm wondering.
I mean, given that it's, something you can just do as a human being without powers, unless Pigeon Man is able to, retaliate and kick it out of the way in time or something, I don't know if that needs a move.
I was gonna say, does that need a move?
Is Pigeon Man intending on trying to fight back when...
Yeah, you chose incapacitated. He can't do anything.
Yeah, he's just yammering on about
Yeah,
how...
you can break it.
Yeah,
Don't worry, he's got another 50 at home.
probably, but,
He still wails like a part of him has died when you break his pigeon remote.
Dragonfly just uses his foot to bring it over just a little closer, and then just steps on it, just shattering it immediately.
My pigeons!
He just goes, you probably have 15 of those more? Shut up.
I'd like to think that when he screams "my pigeons," it does the flock of birds flying away sort of thing, where it's it zooms out and all the birds just kind of get startled. He's like, "Why did you abandon me?"
My pigeons! My babies!
Yeah, that's...
Eclipse!
Yeah, Eclipse is gonna go over to Brickhouse, because the third person is a fly, and honestly, that's...
Silver Bullet is just, sitting on Brickhouse.
Eclipse goes over, and she, stands over Brickhouse, and is like, who hired you?
Pigeon Man.
Pigeon Man.
He had the money to do that?
I mean, I put myself out for pretty cheap. I figured I'll give it a go.
Oh, Brick House, you're worth more than that.
Yeah, you're definitely... And this is, again, holding Pigeon Man with one hand. You can do better than this. Even just as a villain, you can do better than this.
I mean, it wasn't to test me being a villain for him. It's not that I underestimate myself, it's that it's to test, do I want to be a villain?
Oh.
Take it from me. Don't work for anyone weaker than you.
You don't want to
Yeah,
be a
that's-
villain, Brick House.
Yeah, no, you got some cool powers.
Look at these guys. Look at these scrubs.
One of them's a fly. He's not even like a...
They're bad influences on you.
Yeah, you could be like a cool, you could help with construction. You could help with that and make it a lot easier and be a civil servant. Like, not a hero, like an actual civil servant.
If I'm going to be honest, I wanted to find who killed my dad.
Oh.
Hmm.
I figured if I did little jobs, it wouldn't put me into any big prison and I could learn about more villains. I don't know.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea, but you could have gone the other way. You get more notoriety as a hero, then you can kind of follow a trail officially.
But they didn't either.
Hey, look, Brick House,
My dad died a very long time ago when I was very little. It's not an ongoing case anymore.
No, but you can still, look at the files and stuff. Cold cases, you can still look over them and stuff.
That's very sweet, but has anyone called the police yet? Really, guys?
I'm holding a man, and I would not like to show my phone.
I'm trying to catch this damn fly!
you can do it!
Eclipse kind of turns to, I'm sure there's lots of civilians watching, and just straight up points at someone in the crowd and is like, call the police now. This is taking way too much of our time.
They kind of fumble their phone out and dial 911.
Silver Bullet waves at the crowd.
Yeah, no, Dragonfly just kind of does the fun, hey!
You hear a very tiny voice go, "You'll never catch me!"
Dude!
Dude!
You're gonna go to jail!
I'm invincible!
Are you actually invincible, or have
Okay,
you
one
just never
second.
been swatted?
Brick House, promise you won't, run away or whatever?
Yeah,
Promise
sure.
you'll stay right here, you won't do anything
Yeah.
funny? It's cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Silver Bullet gets up and she's gonna try and use her super speed to catch the fly.
Okay, how are you planning on doing this?
Do I get to mark experience for rolling might at some point?
Yeah, that's the...
Yes!
Yeah.
If you rolled any of the highlighted ones, you get to mark an experience.
Okay, would this be a strike or would this be a press on?
I mean, what is your plan? What are you trying to do?
She wants to leap up and clap her hands over the fly in a cup. Because yes, it's indestructible, but if she could just catch it and hold it, it's a fly in her hand.
Yes. I think this would be a speed thing.
Also, do we know if he's actually indestructible, or has he just...
Well, Silver Bullet's about to find out.
Okay, I looked into it. Strike is the one that fits better.
Is it possible to just, finagle it and use whatever fits best?
Yeah, could I roll strike with speed, maybe?
Because the incapacitated one or something.
Yeah,
Sure.
because the steal your the press on is more about
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, roll strike with speed.
Okay, I don't know why I pressed for that. My might and my speed are the same.
It's just more fitting to the situation, I think.
I got a 7.
All right. What kind of mask are you wearing?
She's wearing a full face cowl, like Spider-Man style.
Okay.
But it's wolfy.
But it's Wolfie.
Are you gonna say she swallows it?
I was gonna say it maybe hits you in the eye or goes up your nose.
Oh no!
Yeah, eyes and nose are covered.
Yeah. In that case, you are both taking 1 pain, because you do manage to clap it, but
I deal 2
because-
pain because of my claws. Yeah.
Alright. You deal 2 pain, but you also take a pain.
How though?
Because as you are jumping for it, you are not looking where you're going, and you jump directly off the stairs onto one of the rails. Just right in your stomach.
But do I get him?
Yeah, you got him.
Yeah.
He's kind of buzzing in your hand. He's like, I'll come back. I'm fine.
So he's not indestructible. He just thought he was.
No, he is.
He can be he's closer to immortal. The fly form can be damaged, but it won't die.
Yeah, he can't die.
Yeah.
He's at full pain though. You got him.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Does anyone have a cup?
Does anyone have a jar with holes poked in the lid or something so he can breathe?
If someone would like to empty out their Starbucks into a bush and give me the cup, you would be doing a civil service, and I would really appreciate it.
A little old lady kind of not waddles, but that old lady walk.
The
Yeah.
shuffle?
And she shuffles up to you and starts rummaging through her bag, and she's like, I've got a plastic bag.
Cool. Thank you.
That works.
It had my grandchild's candy in it, and then they ate it all.
Lovely. I hope you have a good time at the bank. I think it should still be open. They didn't actually make it in. Just avoid the rubble there on the stairs. Sorry about that.
Thank you, nice wolf lady.
And Dragonfly goes, hey, how are the kids? How's everything going?
Oh, it's wonderful. I just hung out with my grandchild this morning before they went to school.
Oh, that's cool. What grade are they in?
Oh, yeah. And it just kind of keeps talking as she's walking into the store.
We just get a background shot of Silver Bullet dropping the fly into the Ziploc bag and then zipping it shut and poking a little hole in it with one of the claws.
Oh my god.
Eclipse is talking to Brickhouse, I think.
Oh, what you talking about?
She's not saying much, but she does say, take it from someone who would have been a much more successful villain. That's not the path you want to go down.
I know. I'm tired of sitting around doing nothing, and I thought it'd be faster to do it this way.
Oh, believe me, it would be. But the consequences are way greater. Take that kid over there. And she kind of, gestures in the direction of Dragonfly. And she's like, look at him. Doing the best he can for this city. Despite being so small.
I'm not small. What? Do you need your eyes checked?
I think it's more of a small in a cosmic or person.
Pardon me. What I meant to say was inept.
Oh!
There it is.
I have more repertoire than you do, so
I guess my dad wouldn't want me to be a hero. Wouldn't want me to be doing bank robbing.
yeah.
To be fair, you didn't rob a bank.
I'd say at most you were a public nuisance. That would probably get you a misdemeanor fine.
I think at this point the police, have probably shown up. So, Eclipse is saying this as she's leading Brickhouse to the police.
Yeah. At the same time, Silver Bullet walks over to Brickhouse and goes, the city is looking for new heroes right now.
No.
She looks over to you, Silver Bullet. She's like, you're Silver Bullet, right?
Yep.
Did you know Healer Man, or did your mom know Healer Man?
I think my mom knew Healer Man, but he died a little bit before my time. I never got a chance to meet him, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that was my dad.
Legacy's tough stuff to deal with. But I don't think this is what your dad would be wanting you to do, even if it is in the name of solving his murder. Once we get this sorted out, the city is looking for new heroes, and we're all about redemption stories right now, so if you want to look into that, I would encourage you to.
When Silver Bullet says we're all about redemption stories, Eclipse just kind of like looks away.
Hmm.
Oh, Dragonfly kind of chips in. Yeah, and you know what? We're working. It's a city, and we're trying to kind of work through that. And it would be a good way to get in contact with people who knew your dad and getting all that. So, come on, it would be cool. Plus, you gotta like the gumption. I mean, no one joins Pigeon Man with the idea that they're gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how much money he offered you to do this, but you
can do better.
You should be a superhero, not a supervillain. Two, if you're gonna be a supervillain, don't hang out with these guys.
Wasn't there like...
I'm gonna be honest, he gave me $40.
Oh,
$40?
$40?
No wonder you tapped out so quickly. This is not worth $40.
Hey, it pays for gas.
True. I gotta give you that.
Did he have you drive here by yourself?
Did he not provide you transport with all of the pigeons?
Did you?
I mean, he's just kind of got a hot air balloon, but that's out of commission right now.
Dude, you're a cheapskate.
I've got what I've got, and you keep taking things away from me.
Silver Bullet looks at Pigeon Man and she's like, dude, where's your hot air balloon?
Yeah, well, ew.
Well, if I recall, a different hero blew it up last week.
Yeah, sounds right. Yeah, but, like, seriously, Brickhouse, if you were gonna go towards anyone, like, there were kids who, like, successfully kidnapped someone, if I remember correctly. Why are you hanging with Pigeon Man?
Don't point Brickhouse towards the brightly colored youth.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna be a villain, kids did better. Like, that's what Dragonfly's, like, trying to say.
You are gonna maybe go to jail, though. Not for long, for a little bit, but...
Yeah, like, especially if you explain what you did to us, and if you'd like, I can put in a good word so that it can be a fine instead. Like, community service.
I'll be okay.
Alrighty,
We'll tell them you were an undercover hero or something. Because no one would believe that you got hired to rob a bank for $40, frankly.
Yeah, that's a little hard to...
That sucks.
If you, like, need to get a new car, I know some people that can get in contact to get you a better deal.
I'm dying.
She just kind of starts laughing. She's like, well, this has been fun, honestly. It was a good experience. And I'm fine with being in prison for a little bit. It's nothing on me, honestly. I just, one of those little midlife crises.
And he wants to say, like, you're, like, in your 20s, but he's not going to. He's just like, well, if you look for a job and ending up in prison kind of gets an issue, try to search me up and I can try to put in a good word. I know that if you end up with a record, it can sometimes make getting a job a bit difficult, so, yeah.
What's your plan with the fly over there?
Silver Bullet looks down at the little baggie she's holding, and she's like, this dude's going to jail forever.
Penumbra's just like, I've never heard of the fly before, and I don't think anyone else has. I could just suck him up and just no more fly.
What? No.
What? No, we...
Okay, just an offer.
What are you talking about? I meant, like, send him to the locker.
Wait,
He's too dangerous and weird to be left in normal prison.
I don't know if he's worth the locker.
I was gonna say.
No, he's a little freak.
Containment might be a little bit difficult, but I believe what you are suggesting is murder.
Yeah, wait. If you suck up someone into your weird void body, are they alive in there?
Who can say?
Wouldn't
Yikes.
you know?
Can we say, like, the police have come yet?
Oh yeah, the police are here!
I'm like, we've been talking for like 15 minutes about these superheroes.
From what I can tell, I'm a black hole.
Yeah, that would kill him, I think.
Well, we don't really know what black holes actually do.
Yeah,
from what
I
we
mean-
can tell, you maybe die, but it might
be
actually be an alternate dimension when you get through the painful bit. But we don't really know.
The whole point is that there's also, we do know enough that when you get close to a black hole, the gravity squishes you while also elongating you, and it's incredibly
Yeah, but
painful.
clearly that's not happening right now because we're all standing like 2 feet away from her. So like maybe it's more of a portal
Well, I
thing.
am a contained black hole.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. If you suck it up, though, wouldn't it just be the same impact all at once?
I'm just saying, still, the density doesn't appear to be a problem. So like maybe you're like a wormhole or something.
Exactly.
I've been thrown in a wormhole before. It happens.
I mean, look at this. And she, like, holds her hand out, and, like, a rock on the ground starts to, like, jiggle a little, and then it gets sucked up into her hand.
Oh, no, so you just have it. You can control how much.
Can you make... Okay. But can the rock come out now?
It cannot.
Ooh.
We're not gonna send the fly in there.
Yeah, now this little freak's going to prison forever. And she shakes the bag.
Dragonfly, now that Pigeon Man has probably been taken off his hands, sends a text to Silver Bullet just being like, see you at my apartment, and he just goes, I gotta go do my other thing. And he pulls out his
Silver Bullet, can you just real quick roll stand firm for me?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh god, what are you doing?
You gotta keep the fly contained. It's been long enough. To be fair, if the fly truly is indestructible, I don't know if Penumbra's thing will actually kill it, but still, that'd be a bad thing.
8.
The fly in the plastic bag, you see it just start to kind of wiggle and the wings start to go crazy, and then just, oh shoot, what was it called? What was that book series that you liked?
Animorphs.
Animorphs back into a human is, you'll never catch me! And
Oh
starts
my
to book
God.
it. You get to choose one of 3 things.
Take 1 pain and give up on an immediate short-term goal. Advance a threat against bystanders. Oh no, I don't like any of these.
So, because you got an 8, you will be able to stop him, but if you take one of those other things.
Oh, by the way, because of my healing factor, because I removed that pain. So you know what? I'll take 1 pain as I'm like, get back here, you freak! And I run after.
he just smacks you and elbows you in the eyeball.
Ouch.
You weirdo! And she's gonna jump on him.
He's so weird to touch. He's so bony.
Oh. To be fair, she's been thinking about the "I'm gonna poop on your food" line you said earlier. Like, it's not like oh, you're skinny or you look like Shaggy. It's like you said you're gonna poop on my food. Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
He's like the kind of skinny where you feel like if you squeeze too hard, you will break his bones.
Oh, and I have super strength too, so that's doubled. She rolled a.
Get off me, you furry!
Oh, it's going on now.
The furry community is perfectly fine. This has nothing to do with them.
He's a fly, isn't he? Also a furry, just...
I have no idea.
I rolled an 8. I'm hurting him.
Oh!
You're hurting him?
I rolled an 8 on the strike. I attack him again because he's getting away.
Did you kill him?
I don't know if they'd be dead, but they might
He
definitely
can
be...
choose not to die, and she's not doing lethal force. I am dealing another 2 pain to him.
Yeah,
though.
it can be, they can take pain unless they'd admit defeat, so...
But he
Or-
doesn't want to.
They are defeated, and I take pain. That's also perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's fair. Because defeated is not the same as dead, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes down. He's struggling. Police come by and they cuff him.
Yeah. I would like to state Dragonfly kind of stayed for a moment when that happened. It was like, what? But just hovering, and then seeing that is like, alright, see you around, and does the two-fingered salute and flies off while holding his phone and just repeatedly hearing voice modulated shit.
Silver Bullet picks up the fly and just holds him unconscious over her head and like, pardon me, excuse me, real quick. And she like inches her way back through the crowd and over to the police.
Like the captain of police or whatever is like, this is an odd bunch, isn't it?
Yeah, the big lady was an undercover aspiring vigilante, so if you could take that into accord there. Pigeon Man, he didn't make it into the building. He got here, summoned a bunch of pigeons, and then stood on the steps, I think monologuing. I wasn't paying attention. So if we're going to try him with anything, we can't really try him with it. Just attempted super robbery. And this dude's a little freak.
Just kind of shakes the corpse.
Just doesn't shake him again. If he's unconscious, she's like, I'm not going to shake him.
They're like shoving the Pigeon Man into the police car, and he's like, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you kids in your meddling black hole.
I really don't think you would have, dude.
I'll do it eventually.
I'm in my 20s. What are you talking about?
One day I'll rob a bank, and you'll see. You'll all see. And they slam the door on him.
That you can rob a bank?
Eclipse is also very done with it. She kind of turns to Penumbra and she's like, if you excuse me, I have to go find Future Man and discuss some things with him.
Sure. I can help handle this, I guess.
Oh, could you clean up the rubble for me?
I will ask the police if I'm allowed to.
Okay, cool. Thanks. And Silver Bullet jogs over to Eclipse.
Okay, bye. It's been nice knowing you.
It was cool to see you too.
Okay.
I'd like to think that, like, Eclipse is walking down the street, but she still, because she used to be a supervillain, she still has a lot of that, like, murder walk vibe that comes off of her. So, like, the crowd is just parting for this, just, like, Grim Reaper-esque person walking through the crowd.
Yeah.
Also, I was thinking about it. Her domino mask is, like, in the shape of a skull, and the eyes look like, Eclipse's.
Ooh.
So, like, black with the ring of, like, gold around them.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Beautiful. Wonderful.
So she's definitely imposing, even as a hero.
I love them scary heroes.
Yeah.
They're cool.
So you're looking for
Future Man.
Future Man.
Future Man, here he comes from the future.
Future Man. Future Man. Watch your hero fly.
He's buying a churro.
Here he comes, there he goes, from a million years away. From the distant future land. Goes our hero, Future Man.
He's got his
Yay!
churro now.
We ripped off the Ultraman song.
We did it.
We're gonna get copyrighted.
I don't even think that can count.
Nah. It's a parody.
I think you're gonna have to roll investigate to find Future Man.
Okay. That is a 7.
7. A 7 to 9, choose 1. The answers you get aren't clear. You give away a secret of your own. You've walked into a trap. Which one do you want to choose?
I want to do you give away a secret of your own. Because Silver Bullet is following Eclipse, and Eclipse is actually just walking back to her car to go drive and get to Future Man.
Oh, do you not notice?
No, I think she notices, but she's just kind of like, Well, this is awkward. You're gonna know what my car looks like now.
Oh, and knows your license plate.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Awkward.
But yeah, I guess she's kind of like walking, and she just like it's that awkward thing where it's like, are we both walking in the same direction? How long is this gonna take? Like, and then as they're walking, she just kind of turns to Silver Bullet and is like, "Could you not?"
Oh, no, I was trying to catch up to you for a reason.
Oh,
Yeah, I wasn't just happening to walk down here. I was trying to talk to you, but you were walking really fast and you weren't looking at me and talking, so I just... Anyway, I just wanted to say, good job back there. That was really helpful.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I figured that would be the best strategy given the balances we had on our team versus theirs.
Yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate it, and I just wanted to say that you did a good job, and you clearly have a head for this stuff, so keep at it.
I appreciate that. Your strength and speed is obviously something that's very effective, and I don't exactly have when it comes to directly fighting villains. There is a bit of, how do I put this? Unnecessary damage that possibly could have been avoided. But
Yeah.
you did well too.
Silver Bullet kind of like looks a little like as sheepish as she can in a full body suit. She's like, I didn't think she was gonna duck out of the way, but I do feel bad for that.
Always expect the underlings to go for self-preservation.
Yeah, I fought her before. You know, she can take a hit. I guess $40 doesn't buy you a lot of buy-in. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah, I got paid way more than $40. I got $4 an hour would have been cheap for what I got paid when I was,
Yeah.
doing that sort of thing.
Weird, right? I don't know. One other thing.
Though, that Birdman is hardly what I'd call organized crime.
Yeah, you know, he did make a remote that can mind control pigeons, so I do think that...
I'd say he peaked at that.
Yeah, that was an impressive thing he did, and I don't know what he's doing now.
Sitting in a cop car.
Sitting in a cop car. He's going to jail. This is kind of awkward to broach. I've kind of been fumbling here, but you intend to win this, right? You want to be the new hero?
Of course. That is why I'm here.
That does make sense, I guess. The last hero was a magic-based hero. You have magical powers too, that you've lived here, you knew Iconoclast, at least a little bit.
Vaguely more knew of her than knew her. You know, celebrity relationship, I suppose. You know a lot about a celebrity's life without truly knowing them.
That's true.
They never know who you are because you are just one amongst thousands of others.
Whew.
This is my car. Would you like a ride as well?
Doesn't that seem like kind of a lot for you right now?
How do you mean?
Okay, let's just say you win this. Let's just say I do a bad job of what I'm here trying to do, and Dragonfly does a bad job of trying to get himself chosen. Let's say you get picked. Doesn't that seem like a lot of responsibility?
Well, it is, but it's something I can handle. I am used to handling responsibility quite well.
Okay, if you think you can handle it.
I'm rather business-oriented. I'm sure it's been obvious.
Yeah, I'm picking up on that.
I do not expect to go into this blindly.
No, yeah, anyway, that's just kind of what I wanted to ask, and yeah, I wish you the best.
Surprisingly, I do likewise.
Thank you. She reaches out to shake Eclipse's hand.
And Eclipse does shake it. She's like, it's a lot of things I've been getting used to these. But, I suppose not. Even with the sort of life that I used to live, many of us were not totally cold and heartless.
Yeah, that's also something I learned that I had a little trouble explaining to my mom. But hey, sorry about the awkwardness. It's a weird topic to broach with someone, whether they're ready for a big promotion, I guess. Yeah, sorry about that. I was just worried.
The offer still stands. Would you like a ride?
Oh, I'm good. My bike is parked around the corner.
Then I suppose I will see you the next time we are needed.
Yeah, see you around.
You have a bike?
Yeah, Jamie, the motorcycle?
Oh, okay.
Jamie's imagining a pedal bike
Yeah!
going super fast with the super speed.
Yeah!
Just yum!
Yeah. Silver Bullet waves at Eclipse and watches them drive away and thinks about, why did I lie about my bike being nearby?
It runs in the family.
Do you want to send a text to Dragonfly?
She's like, she's got super speed and stuff. She just what happened there was she genuinely is concerned that would be a lot for Eclipse to do, since she just became a reformed villain hero, and was worried that she doesn't want to actively say, I don't know that you can handle this, because unlike Lyle, she's not going to be like, I think you're bad at this and you need to do things in a different way. So she was like, oh, I want to talk to that person about that. But she was like, oh, I don't know how to breach that topic with this woman that is a near stranger, and I don't want to come off as rude or disrespectful. And she kind of fumbled there. And so then I think she just kind of wanted out of the conversation at that point and kind of didn't do a good job of exiting it. And she just sighs and she's like, well, guess I'm on patrol.
Ugh, it does run in the family.
She takes out her phone and she texts a little wolf emoji to Dragonfly. Puts it back in her little utility belt and starts jogging.
Amazing. Eclipse, you are able to find...
Before we start this next scene, I really gotta use the bathroom.
Okay.
Sorry.
I could cut over to Dragonfly.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he absolutely kind of found the nearest private place to change and just got out of it. The way I imagine how it works is kind of I'm trying not to have too many things from Spider-Man and all that, but at the same time it really is a perfect kind of idea, because it's not spandex, so I want it to be easy to put on, take on, and off. So I'm trying to think of how that works. But essentially, he's taking it off, and it's
zipper.
Okay, but it's armored. It's not. You can't just zip up and
Clasps then.
Oh my god, the clasp! But he has it able to shrink to kind of compact a little bit. So he pulls out his phone and calls his nephew, and he's like, I am so sorry. I got caught up. There was traffic. Pigeon Man, you know how he he decided to cause a big traffic jam with his trying to rob a bank. So I'm so sorry. I'll be there soon. To his nephew, who's I don't have a name just yet, which I was about to look up.
Oh no.
He's driving to the the youth recreational center in his Prius. He has a Prius. Absolutely, 100%.
Great.
It's just this little green Prius. And he's like in his kind of look. He basically, to reiterate how he looks.
Yeah, what do you look like out of costume?
So out of costume, you see he still has the green hair that's pulled back. But he is, I would say, about maybe 6'1", possibly. Kind of, I wouldn't say he's overly muscular, but he is a little bit more broad and in size, and he is biracial, being half black and half Maori. I'm probably, if I mispronounce that, I am so sorry. And up one of his arms, he hasn't gotten the time to do more, is the cultural tamoko. Again, I'm so sorry if I'm not saying that right. Tattoos that, because he's not gotten to his face or and such. So he's only gotten one arm at the moment, but he's been working on that. Cool. And he's kind of in, definitely in like the Hawaiian quote-unquote t-shirt and like khakis. Just please imagine this 6'1" man getting into a Prius, please.
Yes.
And he has like piercings and everything.
Alright, so you're going to pick up your nephew.
Oh yeah, he was originally supposed to go take his nephew out for pizza after...
Oh no!
That's why he said I have to buy this kid ice cream for like a week.
Well, it's fine, that fight didn't last very long. You're not that late.
No, but the kid is very much a, like...
Oh, how old is he?
He's like 10, I think we established 10 to like 12.
Yeah, you owe him ice cream for a week.
Exactly!
Alright. Back over to Eclipse, because you need to finish your roll. So you are able to find a future man with that medium roll. I forget what it was, an 8?
7.
Like that. 7. What's he doing right now? You find him in like a town square kind of area, and there are just swarms of like news reporters and camera people and newspaper people, all with their like mics and phones out in front of him, and they're trying to get like a word from him, and he's desperately trying to very nicely wrap up the situation.
Yeah, I think Eclipse, like, she parks her car in like a back alley so nobody sees her come out of it and change back into her superhero outfit. And she kind of like goes up, makes her way through the crowd, and waits for future man to be ready, but also kind of like, you know, her presence, I guess, is obvious. She doesn't need to worry about like catching his eye or anything.
Yeah, he kind of sees you, and he starts trying to finish up the conversation faster. He's like, yes, we've got everything under control, everything is great. I think things are going swimmingly, and we will have those numbers to you as soon as possible. This is only the first day. And now, I do have other arrangements that I need to complete, so I will talk to you all next time. He, like, very quickly kind of shuffles through the crowd.
Does he just, like, come straight up to Eclipse?
He's trying to get out of the crowd, but he's not flying, so he's definitely trying to get you to follow him.
Yeah, Eclipse will follow. If that's the vibe he's giving off.
Yeah, he, like, keeps looking over to you. He's a little bit obvious. But he, you're not very fast.
I mean, she's not fast in the sense of, like, a superhero fast. Like, she could probably run like any normal person, or...
Just trying to think of what he
But she also does have her outfit, so sprinting might be out of the question. If he's...
Actually, take that back a little bit. He does pass you, and when he does, he, like, leans down and, whispers into your, meet me at your car. And then he goes up into the air.
Alright. That's easy enough. Yeah, so she heads back to her car.
Yeah, he is already there.
Yes, as she expected. I'm gonna say he's probably in her car, right?
Don't know.
No, not the, like, gets in the car and he's waiting in the seat, in the side
yes,
seat.
Yes, he is!
Because that's what I was thinking. Like, she sits down.
I was going to have him be respectful, doing like the Superman pose, but okay, if he's in the car.
He's in the car with a churro. He brought one for Eclipse too.
Yes.
He's
got you a churro, I guess.
You know what?
This is the man that was gonna talk to a kid trying to lash out at his family by being a villain.
Yeah, she's down for that. She's down for a churro with Future Man.
So I assume you had something you wanted to talk to me about.
Yes, I wanted to, I suppose, give a sort of informal report on some thoughts that I've had about this whole, I guess the events of today.
Interesting. Do tell.
Well, there's some things I would like to have improved in the city, whether or not I am, I suppose, chosen. It won't be entirely up to me, but given that you are one of the ones making the decision and everyone here will listen to you, I wanted to give my 2 cents to you so you could pass it on in the cases that I might not be chosen.
Well, I'll certainly see what I can do. He takes a bite of the churro.
Yes. She kind of, like, takes a bite as well, just because might as well. She's like, first of all, the response times of the police in the city are astronomical.
I can agree. However, they do kind of rely on us superheroes for the speed. They do have to go through crowds of people crowding and other villains. There were multiple attacks today. I assume yours was just only one of them. So often the police are understaffed. If you don't make it to being a hero, maybe you would like to consider being a policeman.
Oh, God, no.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, Eclipse says that. She's just like, oh, God, no.
Just a thought.
But I do believe that a lot of this individual heroing that is going on is just not efficient in the slightest, even with so many heroes being here to watch over the city. We are... How do I put this? We're not exactly working together. This... competition, almost, is not going to help the city in any way. If you understand what I'm trying to say there, I suppose it just...
I do. The competition, however, it's not entirely a competition. It is also a way to keep the city safe while there is no patron hero. We invited all of you because we figured the more heroes there were in the city while we had no hero, the safer it would be, because that is when more villains would attack.
Yes, but in some way, hasn't it got to be organized and not just... Not to say that the way the other superheroes do their... I suppose I don't have the word. Heroing? Is that what you're supposed to say?
I understand what you're saying. We wanted to make sure that the city didn't panic, and while it is not the most efficient way, I do understand what you're saying.
Yes, it's all very rushed. I agree with that. Clearly I'm sure you didn't quite have the time with Iconoclast passing.
Yes, it was very recent.
I don't suppose you're not... What am I saying? You're known for not wanting to get involved in these sort of things. I know it's probably too much to ask if you wanted to take up some sort of management role amongst... But I feel there's ways to communicate better than just have 4 heroes show up to stop a bank robbery and hope it goes well.
He very awkwardly takes a bite of a churro. Like that kind of thing where you're watching a movie and you're like, you've seen it before, but your friend hasn't, and your friend said, I don't want spoilers, and they mentioned something about the movie, and you're like, I can't say anything. He takes the bite of the churro with that kind of face.
Right, the non-disclosure agreements, those sorts of things always get in the way.
That, yes.
The greatest non-disclosure agreement. Paradoxes.
I'm not sure if this will be encouraging to you, but things are going how they're supposed to. He makes a very awkward face.
She takes a deep breath. Like, that's not what I want to hear, but I'm gonna have to accept it. Kind of breath. And she takes another bite. She's like, these are really good. Where'd you get this?
Oh yeah, it's just down the street, around the corner. You take a right and a left, and then you go straight, and on your second right is a very nice little, tiny little mom-and-pop store. And, the GM can't think of a name for the place.
Churro Boys!
Yes!
The Churro Boys. It's more of a pop-and-pop store than a mom-and-pop store.
Oh, it's like a father and son.
No, I was gonna say it was a gay couple.
That too.
It's a gay couple and their son.
It's a lovely little store called the Churro Boys. Very recently made. It's by this lovely little couple. Very sweet boys. Make the best churros. Honestly. They also have very good homemade ice cream, if you ever want to try it.
Oh, this churro is going to have me stepping up my workout game for a little bit.
He laughs, just a boisterous laugh. Like the kind of laugh that kind of echoes in your car. He finishes off his churro and he's like, well, I know I didn't answer all your questions the way you wanted to, but I assure you, I am listening. I want to make sure that everyone is safe and that things are going how they're supposed to. You know this. So if you ever have anything else you need to talk about, feel free to come to me. I will listen.
Yeah, it's different not having structure, I suppose. I don't suppose, so Silver Bullet said something to me earlier, about whether or not I'd be ready for all this.
Oh?
I don't suppose you would be allowed to tell me if this is something I should be pursuing, because if it's not, I really don't want to waste people's time here.
Well, should you or could you are different things. If you should is up to you. We're not going to say no to you trying to become the patron. It's really up to the council to decide who is going to be their patron. And I've seen a little bit of your work. I know you're trying to turn things around. I don't know the whole story, of course, but I think you're doing good. You're doing good work.
I suppose it's more flexibility in the timeline than I had originally thought, then, if you can't just go and say which one has to be the right one. Okay, that's gonna give me another awkward look, I understand. Thank you for the churro. I won't keep you any longer.
He kind of looks at you like he wants to say something, but he's not sure what or how to say it. So he kind of just reaches over and pats your head. You're doing good, Chip. And he steps out of the car and, like, gives you a little wave before he flies off into the sky. Thank you, Robin Mag and I'll Never Tell 3, for supporting us through our Patreon. If you want to support our podcast as well, you can head over to our website, mxpcrew.com, where you can find our Patreon link on the very first page. We offer shout-outs to our patrons, as well as behind-the-scenes information and monthly stickers. You can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr for all your social media needs. If you like our show and have been thinking about podcasting yourself, I highly recommend starting on Buzzsprout. MXP started on YouTube, and let me tell you, it was extremely difficult uploading 1 to 2 hour long videos at a time in a timely manner. But working on Buzzsprout has been insanely helpful and fast. Buzzsprout helps you list your podcast in every major podcasting platform, as well as provide super affordable monthly payments. I totally forget that I'm paying for it because of how cheap it is. You even get a free, great-looking, pre-made website, audio players that you can drop into other websites, and my personal favorite part, detailed analytics to see how people are listening. If you follow the link in the description and sign up for at least 2 months, not only do you get a $20 Amazon gift card, but you will also be supporting our podcast as well. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next episode.